afternoon, everyone. And today I got a new package. Anyway, this will be my third drone. I started out with a DJI Air, and I got the DJI R3. And when I did that, I decided to go ahead and get the RC3 controller here. That's the one with the screen. And then I decided I want to get the Neo, but I am surprised at how small this thing is. Real quickly before I get started, I just want to put the drone up in the air. I just finished updating the firmware for the RC2 controller. So the RC2 controller is now updated, and it now allows me to select between the different DJI products that are supported by the RC2 and OcuSync 4. I have the DJI R3, so I want to real quickly take this out and fly it and make sure it still works. So let me select that one. Go away. We're updated the RC2 controller. It's taken the update. The drone has flown just fine. So let's go ahead and open up the other box. I'm sure I'm going to open it up. Probably have to charge the batteries, do a little bit to get that going, and probably first thing tomorrow morning I'll be able to take her out for her first flight. When I went to the porch today, I went, wow, this is small. So compared to the size of this drone here, this one looks like it's going to be pretty small. This drone sells for $199, and it comes with the drone, the battery, and a couple propellers. This drone flies 4 different ways. It can fly autonomously, so basically you turn it on, you tell it what kind of mode, it'll follow you. It can do like the round helical shots. It can shoot up like a comet, come back. You can also use your phone's Wi-Fi connection, which they claim does not go that far, which Wi-Fi does not go that far, and they've had some problems with the drone getting lost by using that because it just doesn't have the range that it needs to have. You can use the controller that's like this one, but without a screen that you hook your cell phone to. And then you can also use your, the RC2 controller, which is what I'm doing. They also have a motion controller that you can use, and you can use, they have a special set of N3 goggles that you can use, so you can do FPV with this. So actually down the road, I may end up getting the FPV goggles to do that type of flying I've never done before. Wow. And once we get past the packing peanuts, we realize just how small this really is. The controller is just slightly smaller than the box is. Inside here, we have the DJI Neo. I got this because if I travel to Panama, first of all, this drone here, I may not have to register this one here, but this one here I'd have to register and insure because it's over a large weight limit. This is about 125 grams, could be 160 grams, but anyway, it's well under the 249 gram requirement. They claim, I think it's like 15 to 17 minutes of flight time. This is it right here. Fly more combo. And here's your 2 extra batteries. And it's definitely not as sturdy as the R3 battery pack, but I also wouldn't expect it to be for, like I said, $199, $289. So $289 gets you the drone, 1 battery, 2 additional batteries, the charging hub. Get 1 additional propeller of each type. So I get 1 additional A propeller, 1 additional B propeller. You get a USB-C cable. You get a screwdriver to change out your propellers. They're tiny little screws to change out your propellers. This comes with guards that go on top, bumpers. You can buy orange bumpers for the side, and they have a bumper for the battery at the bottom, and and they have a bumper right here that actually will protect this to keep it from crashing. One thing about this drone is there's no drone avoidance. So anyway, if you're running into something, it's not going to stop. Unlike the Air 3 that has 360-degree protection. Maybe we'll quickly get a battery and let me charge it. I have never, ever used this as a two-way charger before, but I figured this would be the perfect time to do it. So let's go ahead and plug this in. Let's plug this in and charge it. Yeah, we got a little bit of charging to go to get this going. Alright, I pressed and hold it. Saw little things going, and there you go. You heard it going. Got a pamphlet here with safety guidelines. I would say most important thing is don't fly around people, cars, buildings. But I think the most important thing with everything that's going on is don't fly this at stadiums. There's a lot going on with DJI and customs and arguing and fighting and everything else, but I ordered this, I decided to order this on Wednesday, and it's Friday afternoon, and it was here Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Collected the airport. Let me select the DJI Neo. Confirm connection to the DJI Neo and switch firmware. Firmware updated, relink device to aircraft if device restarts automatically. Okay. Power on aircraft and connect remote controller to aircraft. Okay, press and hold power button for 4 seconds until aircraft beeps. Let's connect this using the mobile device first. Let's get it going with the mobile device. Enable DJI Fly to discover the devices on your network. Allow. And it's already found it. And it's connecting it. Press and hold power button at 3 times, 3 seconds to confirm connection. 1001, 1002, 1003. And it's connecting. Look at that. Wants to join the DJI Neo network. That's fine. It's probably downloading all my data. Keeping all my data, all my purchases, all my phone calls. Not anything that your cell phone company isn't already doing. This was flashing red, and then it went yellow. I'm sorry, then it went green, fast. Oh, look at that. Activate DJI device. So when I activate it, log in, connect, next. And there we go. Activating device. Always helps if you use the right password. Luckily it was in my phone. I never would have found that password. Successful activation. Okay, I got DJI Care Refresh for 2 years. I've always gotten it on the drones, and so far I've been lucky and haven't had to use it, but I'm sure if there's ever a time I get it and I don't get it, it's going to be needed. Take off and do it in follow mode. And just going to do it for a quick second.
3, 2, 1. Unable to take off. Aim camera at subject first.
Oh, yeah. I need to learn to follow the rules.
3, 2, 1.
Wow. Damn. And there we go. That was very well in the follow me mode, which is kind of the most amazing part of it. It's given me a critical low battery warning, which I bet it will, because the battery's dead. I need to charge all the batteries. Anyway, so we let everything set overnight, get it charged, and then we'll play with it over the weekend. All right, well, good morning. How are you doing this morning? My friend Neo here just woke me up and said it's time to go out and play. So I have it set on the follow me mode. Now, as you can see, I've got a lot of trees, pine trees. My yard is fairly big, but it's not very big. Got a little bit of a wind blowing, but it's doing an okay job of keeping steady. I don't think I would raise that thing up above 100 feet though. Wow, I didn't even have to tell it anything. I just stuck my hand out and I said, you know what? It's time to come home. And anyway, there's several modes on here. I'll have to take it to a bigger field to use it. But as far as taking off, you select whatever mode you want to. Okay.
Medium. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
All right, will you quit following me? Pretty cool. So anyway, we're actually down to one battery signal left. Now, this right here is just the drone. There's no controller, nothing. One of the nicest things about this is that you just push a couple buttons and go. However, on the downside, you're not really controlling it. And also, if you want it to do any really additional flights, you're going to want to put a controller with it. The phone app will work, but only for, they say, like about a few meters. So probably maybe 100 feet at the most. With the little bit of wind we got there with how it was performing, I live up on the side of a ridge at an elevation of about 1,100 feet. And I don't see putting this drone in the air really much above 100 feet because I don't think it would handle wind up there. DJI R3 up at 300 feet, even on the most windy days, the R3 performs flawlessly. I've also taken it up in the mountains and flown it up there and it would behave flawlessly. But this one here, I don't think it would handle the wind very well. So I'm gonna real quickly go over here and we'll play with it a little bit more, and then I'm going to try to hook the controller up to it. I have a bench here underneath the tree, so let me see if I can figure out how to get the RC2 set with this. And I have a DJI R3. We connected the Neo. Remove the gimbal protector, slide the battery into the compartment, press and hold the power button on the aircraft. All right, the little lights are just flashing going forward. What you end up doing is you go in there and you select the aircraft, and then when it says connection unsuccessful, you click on that and it tells you to hold the power button on this device for 4 seconds until it beeps. You tell this thing here that it's beep and it confirms that you want to pair, and you hit pair and you're ready to go. So it looks like we're ready to go. I've got the image off the drone here. So now one thing with this drone is it does not have any obstacle avoidance. But the one thing that I see right away, EV composure is way too high. You can see that it's recording way too bright. So let me go ahead and adjust this to, maybe I'll do it to -7. Let me do that. All right, and so anyway, now I can control recording. All right, so let me go ahead and let's see it fly. All right, I hear planes flying around. It's not uncommon. So, but anyway, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into AirAware here, and I'm just going to go ahead and notify people that I'm flying. So when they see the drone, they don't go, "Oh, what the heck is that?" Clear airspace, notify and fly. Next. Commercial, 400 feet. I'm not going to go up above 100 feet. I'm not a robot. And we've got a success there. And I always go ahead and take a snapshot of that. So, all right, so we've notified people around us that we're going to fly. There are a couple things I want to set in here real quick. I want to go in here and I want to set the return to home altitude at, let's do 147 feet just to make sure it's above the trees here. Maximum distance. Let's get it started. I have the drone. The drone is matched to the RC controller. Let's fly it like a drone. So I can use the so I can adjust the gimbal up and down. That works just fine. It says it's got no satellites though. There we go. One complaint I've heard about this drone is it takes forever to get the satellites. And look, it just lost the satellites again. Anyway, let's go ahead and start it. Arm it. I can barely even hear that it started. 13, 16, 17, 20, 18. I don't know how many satellites it has to have. But I've got it positioned down there. I've armed it. I actually can't hear it. That's kind of surprising. Let's go and take it off. Now we got a pretty good amount of wind here. Ooh. Being a drone that you would take to the beach though. It is sitting at a height of 18 feet. Can't control things, it'll actually send warnings out to your controller telling you that, hey, it's too windy, we can't do this. So, you know, I never did turn on the drone flight, the recorder. I was just telling my wife that's one good thing about this drone and its automatic mode is you turn it on, it starts recording. I always forget to record with the drone. So I'm going to go pop another battery in here and we'll give it another flight. Let's go ahead and let's start it up again. Home point is updated. Let's try to take her off again. Let's do it slowly this time. Get her away from the trees here. All right, so anyway, we've got it. See me here, so let's go ahead. Real quickly, I'm gonna take it up. I'm going to take it up to what I have is the return to home height just to make sure it's high enough above the trees. All right, I think at 80 feet I'll be fine for return to home. It didn't like something, but it hit the tree 3 times and it came out of it. All right, and then there's a new update that they just put out. It's not in the Air 3 yet, but you can actually update your home points You can actually hit this and you can actually update your home point to wherever you want it to be, should you be walking around. I'm going to turn on focus track enabled, and I want it to be me. Alright, let's see if it follows me. Hello, good afternoon. So last week, I busted out the DJI Neo, and anyway, I've had a couple flights with it and everything else, but I gotta be honest with you, I was so excited about the goggles and the motion devices that I decided I wanted to go ahead and get those. So anyway, you open it up, you get the goggles. So these are the goggles right here. I guess they fit right along here. There's a lens protector, so you can basically put that on there to protect your lenses. And this right here is your battery. All right, yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I have the Meta glasses. I want to say this one is a little less comfortable than the Meta glasses, but believe it or not, these goggles are $229. There's really not much cost in them, but. And I also got the motion controller. Now I have a DJI Air, and I have the RC2 controller. However, the RC2 controller is not set to work with the glasses. You know, this is $100. I think for playing with this will be. I think this will be quite a bit of fun. So anyway, you just want to, so you don't drop it and throw it around. We'll put the strap through there. Took no time at all. So you just hold it like this, and then you've got a finger where you can pull it forward, you can pull it back. You got a button here, knob here. I guess it's a power button here. I really honestly don't know what it is. And you need a USB-C to an Apple connector. So let's go ahead and let's get it going here. We'll pull the remove before first use. Remove before first use. And there is a button right here to turn it on. Looks like you're looking at a big screen TV from in here. Ooh. English. Oh, one thing I forgot to do before I turn it on, I need to put a memory card in here. And luckily, I just happen to have an extra memory card here. So I need to go into here, and by connecting the goggles to my phone, and I need to download a new firmware. So let me download new firmware. Oh wow, that was easy. Cool. Alright, I've got video. Wow. Alright, so now it says remote controller not connected. So I need to connect the remote, and it's a DJI RC Motion 3. Press motion controller power button, which is that button right there. Press and hold motion controller power button for 4 seconds. Oh, okay. I should have. That was 1. That was 2. New firmware, so I need to download the new firmware. Cleared airspace. Notify and fly. Next. What's it doing? Oh wow. Aircraft rotate.
Aircraft landing automatically.
That was fun. Alright. I got flying up. 4 meters high. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm flying it now. When you let it off, it just stops. So let me move the camera. So far, this has been quite a bit of fun. That'll be it for the day, because I've already burned up the batteries. Well, I'm out here today. I've got my drone. I got my goggles. So first things first, we turn everything on. The video out of the drone is a lot more steady than what you get out of the goggles. And that's the end of that drone. Well, that drone is way up there. I don't know how I'm going to get that down. Battery life went down, and it went and did its auto return to home sequence. Guess is set individually with each controller. Up there.
Tiny cow.
And with having no obstacle avoidance, it just ran into the tree. Yep. We're making a video of this stupidity. Whenever flying with different controllers, you need to make sure that the return to home settings are set. I am sure there's never a question why women live longer than men. I can't reach it with the 3-meter Insta360 stick, but luckily shaking the tree made it happen. All right, we're our first rescue. Take her for a flight. See if she still works. Looks like she's flying just fine. Let's go ahead and take her up and see what I can do. There are some really great things about this drone. First of all, it's inexpensive. For $199, you can get the drone and one battery and a couple props. For $289, you can get the drone plus two batteries and a charger. Now keep in mind, these batteries last about 10 to 15 minutes. If you decide to get the goggles sell for $229, and the RC Motion 3 thumb controller, which works with the goggles, sells for $99. Very inexpensive. Another advantage is its small size. It's only 135 grams and it's easy to pack away. And if you want to just have it used in its automatic modes, you won't even need to take a controller with you, just the drone and a battery. The drone offers 4 modes of flight. Selfie quick shots, where the drone flies itself. You can use Wi-Fi and fly it using the app in your phone, although distance is very limited with that. You can use the RC2 or the N3 controller and control it just like a standard drone. Or you can use the goggles and the motion controller, which gives you an entry into FPV. And I found this mode to be very fun. Another advantage is the propellers are protected. And this helps you out a lot of times when you're in crashes. When flown at its slower speeds, which I need to use with the FPV, it can handle small crashes and collisions. This poor drone has already ran into 3 trees and has already fallen from the top of a tree. As you can see, when this one crashed, it just bounces around among the tree and falls. Things that are limited in this drone. Flight in the wind is of a major concern. This drone is very lightweight at only 135 grams. There's not a lot of mass to prevent it from getting picked up in the wind. However, in my areas, I can fly it close to the ground as long as I have a light wind. Heavy wind, it becomes a little bit harder, but anytime I fly it near or above the tree line, the winds take control of the drone. There's no obstacle avoidance in this drone, but you should not expect optimal avoidance for a $200 drone. So when you fly this drone, if you fly it into something that it should crash into, it's going to crash into it. There's no stopping it from hitting any objects. In conclusion, this drone is very inexpensive and it offers you a lot of options for flight. It is small, easy to carry around. You don't have to have a controller and other things with it, although you have the option to use it. And the video quality is decent. It's not high quality, but it's decent. Anyway, catch you on the next flight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope you had more fun than I did.